Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me. It's Monday, and yesterday was one you just had to laugh. You just had to sit back and say, you know what? This is the way of the home run bet. First, I want to talk about the total home runs hit in each game. This game had 3, which was one of the highest of the day, but Otto Kemp hit 2 of them, so if you had taken 3 different players, there's no way you would have cashed because only 2 different players hit home runs. 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, all the way down to the game that we said was red, I said was red, and we got 4, but Matt Chapman hit 2, so 3 guys hit in that game. It was just an ugly, ugly day for home runs yesterday across the MLB. And then if we want to have an even deeper laugh, you guys, and again, I'm going to say you guys, right? I'm not being critical. I loved your guys' play, the Selection Sunday parlay. I actually sent it to a friend. I said, this looks darn good. Like, these people in the comments know their stuff. I love it, even though they are using my picks, but I love it. We picked Ohtani Bregman hit. We picked Bellinger Castellanos hit. We picked Moniak O'Neill hit. We picked Clemens Wallner hit. We picked Raleigh or a Rosarina Raleigh hit. So we were in the right we were in the right barn, just the wrong stall about 5 different times. It is what it is. We move forward, and today is Marriage Monday. My wife has submitted her 7 selections that we will be round robining by 2s and by 3s. So more on that in just a second. Game in Baltimore does look good, and the prices tell you exactly that. Joey Loperfido, sorry, haven't had him ever. So welcome to the list, Joey. First time flyer. We'll hope he cashes. Addison Barger, Ryan O'Hearn, and Colton Cowser. Game in Cleveland looks about average. Mickey Moniak, Hunter Goodman, Nolan Jones, and Jose Ramirez. What you're also going to notice is a lot of the teams that have been at home for their last series are still at home. It's almost like they just played musical chairs with the away teams. There's a couple differences, but Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit, New York, and Cincinnati, all at home. All these other teams were on the road, and they just traveled to a new spot. Eugenio Suarez, Marte Jones, and Torkelson for the game in Detroit. It also looks about average. And again, I should warn you, Arizona may ship some people off today, as they are looking to move and redistribute in the trade market before the deadline, which is in 3 days. So just be warned there. Game in New York looks good for the weather, and for New York, Tampa Bay does not really have a lot of potential. Diaz and Aranda look good as individuals, but then looking across the rest of their lineup, I don't see any action or any optimism. Game in Cincinnati, why do we keep rating it green? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm buying into what they are selling, and it has not been rewarding me any way, shape, or form. We'll see if LA can bring some pop into the stadium, because last series against Tampa Bay, neither team had it. Ohtani, Conforto, Matt McClain, and Austin Hayes. I like Matt McClain today. Let me just whisper that into the mic, okay? Game in Chicago doesn't look good for the White Sox. I'd been pretty high on the White Sox in the last few games. It felt like they had a lot of guys who could get after the Cubs pitchers, but today, not so much. Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper. Why didn't I put their prices on there? That's a funny thing I'm just now noticing. So I apologize. I'm going to guess that it's in the 2s and 300s. So check that if you want to tail either of those guys. Make sure you get the best price that you can. Game in Kansas City, Ronald Acuna, Sean Murphy, Vinny Pasquantino. Vinny and Joey, they just sound like East Coast guys, right? Just taking East Coast guys. Vinny, Joey, get in here. It's time for the buffalo wings and the clams. Bobby Whiff Jr. was a typo. But then I looked at it and said, you know what? He hasn't hit one in a while. Maybe we should start calling him Bobby Whiff. Kyle Tucker, Michael Busch, Andrew Vaughn, Jackson Churio. This one is all yellow, but I actually look at it in both from my price and pitching and park perspective. I don't mind it. I'm not going to rate it green. I don't want to, lie to you guys. I didn't feel green, but overall, I think it's like optimistically yellow. It's almost chartreuse. I think I've said that before on this channel. It's almost green, but it's still yellow. All of those guys, I think, are priced well, and I like them in their matchups. Game in Minnesota is red overall. I don't see a ton of home runs in this game. Abreu, Duran, Clemens, and Wallner. Kind of dipping our toes back in the same pond. We'll see what happens. And then the game in St. Louis, completely ugly, both pitching and park, perspectives. Kyle Stowers is about the only guy that I like. Something's up with this Cardinals team. Just haven't found a lot of potential in their bats in the last few outings. Then we moved to Houston, and the pitching looks so good in this one, and the batting looks so bad. I mean, it's a lefty, Framber Valdez, against these lefties in Washington. So, of course, I'm not going to find anything there. And then Houston is just struggling with home runs. Brad Lord looked like he could dominate this Astros lineup. So you're saying take the under? I'm not saying it, but I'm implying it, I guess, a little bit. I don't think you're going to get a lot of action on that one. Game in L.A., we got Texas coming into town, so this is one that changes. Texas was at home. They now go on the road to L.A. Corey Seager, Wyatt Langford, Joe Adell, and Mike Trout. I think it looks very good for Texas bats. I think Texas could put up the runs today in this one. That would be where I would put my stock. Game in San Diego, I do not like overall. Not only does San Diego look bad in their matchup, but the Mets, who look okay, just were in San Francisco. They have to travel, which is not very far, but they played the late game last night. And, just what does that do to a team? I don't know. But they did get the win, so maybe they come in feeling good. Juan Soto, Jeff McNeil are my leans. Game in San Francisco, you can't fool me twice. San Francisco had the most home runs on the slate yesterday. I'm not phased. It's not going to happen again. San Francisco's not going to have the most home runs in all these games again. In fact, I don't like anybody to hit a home run tonight. We're going red. And then the last game of the night is finally like the place. I mean, we're back in Sacramento at this little park that Oakland plays at, and it's good. The weather's good. The pitching's fine. The park, everything. We're gonna go with it. Julio Rodriguez, Randy Arozarena, Tyler Soderstrom, really like Lawrence Butler, Nicholas Kurtz, of course. Just play him, guys. I know you want to. I know you're going to. Go for it. He's the hottest bat right now. Play him. Play him till you pass out. But I like Soderstrom and Butler at those prices. All right, it's Marriage Monday. I sent this sheet to my wife. No guidance, no nothing. I said pick 7 guys. She said some of these guys are hard to pronounce. I said do your best. This was us on our wedding day, some 7-ish years ago. 2 babies, one of which a little thinner and nicer hair. Yeah, and the other's my wife, right? I could have made a nice joke there. What not nice. Actually, a mean joke, but one of which is a little thinner, the other's me. We were both thinner. We'll just say that. Addison Barger, Michael Conforto, Corey Seager, Julio Rodriguez, Juan Soto, Hunter Goodman, and Sean Murphy. I look at this, and of course these are all my picks, right? She's just narrowing down what I already selected. I'm going to tell you what I love on this list and jinx them. I love Seager. I love Goodman. Love them. Feel good about Rodriguez. Feel okay about Conforto. Barger's price wasn't good. It was like $290. I probably wouldn't have played it at that, but hey, whatever. And then Sean Murphy at Kansas City. Guys, I have not taught my wife about Kauffman Stadium. I mean, did she not see the red? There was a yellow right underneath it with all good options. Hey, we trust her. She's not led me astray yet. She's really our only win in some time on this channel. So we got to trust it. We'll run it. I got itches. I got an itchy face. Tomorrow, there will be no Homer video. I will not be able to make it tomorrow, but I do have a video scheduled to go out at about this time. So you will have a little NFL preview tomorrow if you choose to take some time in the morning and watch that. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna try to be home at some point in a reasonable matter, but I think a lot of the games on Wednesday are early, which doesn't help. So we'll see about Wednesday. I'm not going to make any promises. I may do like a last half of the slate, or I may just post a sheet, or we'll figure something out. There may be like a day and a half that I don't make a video. So anyway, you guys are continuing to like this video with massive proportions. You're watching this 1.7K views consistently. We were in the 600s, 700s when we started, which is great. I was thrilled. We've tripled that, which feels darn good, especially since we're losing. we're not really doing good things here. Like, but you guys continue to come back, so that's awesome. Oh, I missed my 10-minute mark. Love you. See you next time.